Happy New Year and welcome back to another episode of Frank's Unsolicited Advice, the NFL edition. Now we're going to cover week 17. 17's in the bag. The season's over. We getting ready for wild cards. When the wild card weekend, I should say. I was going to say Wednesday, but the weekend. And I'm joined again by the best team in the world. Bree, what's going on, mama? How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. And June, what's up, bro?
What up, what up, what up? Trying to live.
I hear you. Well, I mean, so far, it's a new year. The world's still crazy. COVID is still there. The Brady haters are still alive. A lot to uncover this week. I'm actually wearing the Brady Tampa Bay jersey my wife got me just to support my man crush. You know what I'm saying? Tom Terrific.
Oh, shit.
Well, we got some stuff to talk about, a lot to actually talk about this week. So let's get to the recap of week 17, the last week of the regular season, how teams did and how they didn't do. So let's go. Bree, what's up?
Okay, so, I got to open up the app. Sorry.
Well, who won with the picks?
Okay, sorry. I wrote them down, but I didn't write the scores down. So I used my app for the scores. So on Sunday, the Browns beat Mason Rudolph 24-22.
Dang, he beat the Steelers. Got it.
They beat Mason Rudolph.
Why you gotta say Mason Rudolph? First off, okay, look.
Because they beat. First of all, y'all don't understand. I despise him as our second string. Okay, I'm a team Josh Dobbs. I'm team Josh Dobbs all the way.
Oh, Lord.
A lot of Steelers fans agree with me with as well.
When you sat out TJ Watt, you sat out Big Ben. Y'all sat out the first string kicker. Nobody expected y'all to win that game. Okay.
Yeah.
Which I did.
They beat us by 2 points. They beat Mason Rudolph.
But you allowed a team to get into the playoffs. So
Yep, I know we didn't, but yeah.
we gonna talk about that. We gonna get to that. When we get to that, I want to hear the different points of views because I know what I think of it. And, Joe Judge made a lot of comments. So we'll get to that. When we get to that, we'll talk about it. So let's go.
Before I go into the next game, I forgot to say our prediction scores. So June and Frank both were 12-4 with their prediction.
Let's go. We think this is game.
And me, the queen that I am, I was 7-9.
Ooh, not even 500.
So on some real joint, your record is the record of the Washington Redskins. However,
You mean the Washington football team?
Oh yes, Washington football team. I'm sorry, I still get tongue tied on that. I missed the weekly pick'ems, but I had 2 losses. The guy had 2 losses, but he picked.
Yeah,
it was bad. The points he won by points, bro. I was like, man. So now I got my pick. Anyways,
the next game, the Bills beat the Dolphins 56-26.
No mercy.
Now the Dolphins look good the first quarter. I would say that they look really good the first quarter.
Buffalo, June. I think he was right, man. I think he was right, brother. Buffalo?
I see it like I do. I see it. I see them going and winning. I mean, of course, I'm hoping my team does it, but
Buffalo. And, we're gonna get to the predictions. Go ahead. I'm sorry, but
and the Ravens beat the Bengals 38-3.
I mean, they should have beat the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we did it.
I'm glad, but I'm glad to see that the Ravens are coming to form. Lamar Jackson. Let's be honest. This wasn't a good season for him. Mm-hmm. Not to what the expectations was, in my opinion. That team struggled at times. I didn't even think they was gonna make the playoffs the way they were playing, to be honest. But let's see what they do.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you what, though, they look really good the last 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vikings beat the Lions 37-35.
The fact that came to that close of a game, but they didn't have a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a dog in the fight.
Okay. The Patriots beat the Jets 28-14.
I picked them.
I picked,
We know.
yeah. That was a good win for the Patriots. A good way for old boy to go out. I mean,
I'll open it for you.
Not coming back. They're parting ways.
no, yeah, he's not coming back. He's not. It didn't work out. We could talk about that. We could save that for after the fact. I'm gonna write that down. Cam and Pats.
Okay. The Giants beat the Cowboys 23-19.
I was so surprised.
I think everybody was surprised.
I felt the Cowboys, they had a chance to go into the playoffs. They had their destiny in their own hands, and they screwed it up. They screwed up completely. And to me, in my opinion, the quarterback that's better is Andy Dalton. You have better receivers. Your defense is better. But yet you just, again, when you had to step up to the plate, you really didn't. So, sucks for them.
The Bucks beat the Falcons 44-27.
Well, I didn't think they were going to lose. They had a goal, win 11 games. They hit that. And we're going to talk about that too. Not that game specifically, but the criticism behind it. And it was something that I'll write it down. Let's go.
You want to talk about Tom Terrific?
Later on. That's later on. You're going to hear it. Don't worry about it.
I know she's excited about
I
that.
will Shannon Sharp you so quick.
You could. I will mute you so fast.
Go
ahead.
Okay, the Packers beat the Bears 35-16.
And they still got in.
Yeah, and they did get in. And they're playing them again. They're playing the same.
I don't understand how the Bears got in, but the Dolphins didn't.
I think it was between the Bears and if Arizona would have won, then the Bears would have been out.
Yeah. Arizona losing, got them in. I think the Dolphins, because of the Colts got in. That's why. So
okay. The Raiders beat the Broncos 32-31.
No dog in the fight. Not even a chance.
The Colts beat the Jags 28-14.
Good for the Colts. They're in the postseason. Philip Rivers back at it again. Rivas.
The Chargers beat the Chiefs 38-21.
So, my thing to you is, you say that the Browns beat who they beat again? Mason Rudolph, right? But you don't say that the Chargers beat who's the backup to.
I don't know. That's why I just said the Chiefs beat the
Chase Daniels. Is it Chase Daniels? No, that's somebody else.
It was.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. They beat the second string to the entire.
Chad Henne.
Yeah, Chad Henne. Yes, that's exactly
wow.
Okay, sorry. The Chargers beat Chad Henne 38. Yeah. I didn't know his name, so I just said Chiefs. I would have said it too.
Did he quarterback the Jaguars at one point?
Is that the same Henne?
Let me see. Hold on.
I don't know. See, when we get big, we're gonna have to have people do this for us, like analyze.
Yeah.
Just go run with it, like they do in Fox Sports and stuff like that. When we get big, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But we have children, June, so we can use them.
Yep.
I'm gonna pay them.
The Jags. So he was with the Jags from 2012 to 2015, and in 2016 to 2018, and then before that, he was with Miami from 2008 to 2012.
Okay. Okay, not bad. I mean,
he retired.
Justin Herbert. That's his name, Justin Herbert. Rookie offensive rookie of the year. That's gonna be him.
Right, he's gonna be a problem, man. And
Yeah,
I think old boy might have lost his job, to tell you the truth.
Oh, who?
Damn, what's old buddy, the starter
for the Chargers? They had a starter.
Yeah,
I thought it was him the whole time.
Yeah, no, it was starts with a T. I think it was Jackson, the one that punctured his lung. Remember?
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, yes. There you go, Tyrod. Yeah, he's done, bro. He's not going to be a starter. He'll be a
that was a hell of a puncture right there.
Hey, Justin stepped in and said, "What?
His job.
It's my job." But we'll go.
Yeah.
Okay, the Rams beat the Cardinals 18-7.
Very surprised at that. I didn't know. First off, I made my pick based on that I thought both quarterbacks were not starting. And it just proves that starting a hurt Kyler Murray was not what they had to do. They should have just went with the backups and seen what's up. But shout out to Waldorf or Walworth, whatever his name is. Waldorf, I think it is, for coming in and playing. You know, he was in the AFL, AAF. I was watching that, the American Legions football, whatever that was, over the summer. I watched that. And
The AFL
no, it wasn't AFL. It was AAF.
or AF.
Yeah, I had the app. And yeah, he did good. Shout out.
Shouts out.
Yeah.
The Seahawks beat the 49ers 26-23.
26-23, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 49ers team that doesn't have any of their defensive starters, like the two main guys they lost in the first game of the season. Their quarterback hasn't really been starting, and you bring back your tight end that hasn't really been playing, and you 26 to yeah, that to me, that's too close for home. But it's a divisional game, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you could expect that, but that's a good game for Seahawks for the win.
Mm-hmm. The Saints beat the Panthers 33-7.
They just showed off. That's all it was. Drew Brees wanted to show out. He did.
I was a little surprised, I'm not gonna lie, at the score. I thought that Bridgewater was gonna go out with a bang and Breeze was gonna struggle a little bit more than what he did. But he needed that game.
So one thing they say about the Panthers defense and why Brady had success against them is that they don't have pressure on the quarterback. So if you can't pressure Breeze to make him do things he doesn't normally do, he's going to have a field day with you, So it's a good win for the Saints, going into the wild card weekend. They needed a win, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans beat the Texans 41-38.
Yeah. That game, with J.J. Watt apologizing to Deshaun Watson after the game as they're walking to the tunnel, that kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? And not because I'm a Texans fan.
It's emotional.
It is emotional because I know what it feels like to feel like you left somebody down that you're supposed to take care of and you're supposed to protect and make sure. And it's a team effort. And for him to say that, it's like, we should have won 11 games and we didn't. And he's owning it. He's already called out the team and said that we shouldn't be football players if we're going to play like this. The fans deserve better, And he said, we wasted another year for you. You know what I mean? Like, he understands that Deshaun's getting older. He's not getting any younger. So these years that they don't do great and they don't perform, it's just another year gone. So I respect them for that. I mean, it's a team sport though. And they were, you had some issues at the top part of the office. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get JJ next season. No. And Deshaun Watson is the first highest paid quarterback since 2008 to not make the playoffs.
And he's also the passing leader with 4,800 yards. So how are you the passing leader and you don't make the playoffs? That just says a lot. There's so much to that says. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't think it's on him. That's a bad stat. I think that's bad to even for the media to put out. But I guess they got to put something out. You know what I mean?
And the Washington football team beat the Eagles 20-14. Sorry, the Washington football team. Doug Peterson gave Washington football team the win and the victory of beating the Eagles 20-14.
So there's a lot to talk about there, and I think it's going to deserve more than a quick.
Let's have. June.
Was that the last game?
First. Yeah, that was the last game.
Okay, well then, June, take it away.
June, take it away. That's your team. I need to hear what you have to say. Well, I'll write down these wild cards.
Hey, June, you're muted, bro.
All right, cool. I had to yell at my daughters earlier, so I had to mute it. But looking at the game, bro, and coming into the game, and we had a significant amount of players already going to be out. Cool. There were healthy scratches, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, cool, it's still going to be a close game. I honestly still had Washington winning, to be really honest with you, just because of the healthy scratches. eh, okay. Okay, then just put it down. That's fine. You can eat it later. Just warm it up. Okay. Okay. She's trying to plead her case on why she shouldn't eat the last 2 chicken nuggets.
Why she
But
should?
huh?
Why she shouldn't eat them, or why she should?
Why she shouldn't?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I think coming in, I had Washington winning. Now if we would have had the whole starters, Fletcher Cox and all that stuff to put that pressure on Alex Smith, then that would have been a whole different ball game. And even with those players that were out there, they still put that pressure on Alex Smith, which made him throw them interception and make some bad decisions. But the second half is the talk of the game, really. I would honestly, I could see Doug's point of view. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna see what this guy has. What's his name? Sudfeld.
Mhm.
Sudfeld, before anything went down, he had broken his wrist last year in the very beginning of the preseason. So we never got to see Sudfeld at all, which is what it is. And then Jalen Hurts comes into the picture. Sudfeld goes from the number 2 to a number 3. So I know he's already feeling some type of way. So Doug said, you know what? This is his last game under contract. Now, what if he would have went in there and threw 3 touchdowns and 200 yards, right? It would have been a whole different conversation, right? Because it's always like that in the NFL. And then I had told Bree earlier this week, I said, I only got one word for those that think that that was fucked up. Well, I don't mean to curse. That was messed up. What the Eagles did, and what Doug did, and it goes back to one thing. You had 16 games. Don't ever let the fate of another team, dictate your playoff berth. If you want to get into the playoffs, win more games. Play better. Don't wait to the last, right? And it's just like in boxing. When you're playing, when you're fighting, you don't leave it in the judge's hands. You go out there and you go out for that knockout. And when you don't do that, stuff like this is gonna happen. It's unfortunate, but you can't be 6-10 talking about, dang, I can't believe y'all this, y'all that. It is what it is. And yeah, you have some players that go out there, put their bodies on the line to win games, stuff like that. I mean, there were a lot of practice squad players out there that last game. They went out there, they probably did their thing, but that quarterback didn't help out the situation if they were trying to get some starting time next year.
Yeah.
But I'm not upset. It is what it is. We locked in number 6, and I hate to say it that way because I'm not that type of dude because I want to win all the time. So we lock in number 6 versus locked in number 9. Do we lock in Devontae?
Oh.
Do we lock in Devontae Smith, the Heisman winner, or do we lock in somebody else and we give it to Dallas like Dallas picked up CeeDee Lamb last year? I mean, we just don't know. So at the end of the day, I'm not upset. You want to get into the playoffs? Win more games. Giants fans, you want to get into the playoffs? Win more games, buddy.
June has spoken. Bree, you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go.
Okay. So here's how I feel about it. You're right. He has a choice to make the decision as the head coach what he wants to do. He has to live and die by that decision. You're also right. As a team, you don't let the fate of your playoff win, especially when all the teams have a losing record, depend on one team beating the other team. Now here's where I kind of feel like he did the players dirty in a sense. You have players that didn't understand what he was doing. He had players that saw a chance of winning. So I didn't see all the game, but I know that before the half, he was like 4th and goal at the 5 and went for it instead of kicking a field goal, right? That if he would have kicked the field goal, I would have went into the half 17 up, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do that. Now, some people might say, well, it was the half. He had a whole another 30 minutes to go. So why take the chance? Why play it safe, right? Or whatever. Why not? If you're really going in it to win, then you should have. He didn't do that. Then I think it was the fourth quarter when he benched Jalen and brought in Sudfeld.
Yeah.
And that's when his players were like, yo, what are you doing? What is your reasoning behind your madness? And my issue with Peterson, right? Because every broke clock can tell what is it? A broke watch is right can tell time twice a day or something like that. Every dog has a day. You might get lucky once in your life. He got lucky in the Super Bowl. He did. And he beat the Patriots. Then he writes a book. And I forgot the title of the book. They kept saying it all through what I was watching on this thing. And you write that book, like you won one Super Bowl and great, good on you. But you write this book and then you come into this game when you had a chance of stopping one team of getting in. That's a divisional rival. You know what I'm saying? You don't go in there and just, last quarter. Let me see what Sudfeld could do. What? I feel he let the players down. He let the players of that organization that's probably played through pain, played through injuries, went out there knowing they don't have a chance in hell. They're not going to make the playoffs, but we can stop you from making the playoffs. And he didn't. He took that away from them. And not, as warriors, because that's what they see themselves as. That's the battlefield of football. That's their battlefield. They go out there and they go toe-to-toe with these people and they cough on each other. They spit on each other when they're yelling, all this other stuff, taking a chance. And you're going to tell me, you're going to take my last hope of winning a game to close out the season on a positive note away from me? That's where I have an issue with it. So now, Bree, you can have it.
Thank you. That's exactly where I have the issue. That's exactly where. Now, quote from Miles Sanders, okay? You ready? If I'm being honest, nobody liked the decision. Nobody. That's all I can really say. I don't know who was the main person behind that decision. All I know is a lot of us on the team were confused. They were confused. Okay. I also want to get on Mr. Zach Ertz crying. That broke my heart. That could have been probably his last game ever in Philly. And you threw that game.
Yeah.
For what?
And I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what Frank is saying 100%. And sometimes I sit here and I try to understand the game and the decisions they make. But, in this Eagles organization, the way they've been doing business in the last 2 years, it kind of gets me like, damn, I'm trying to figure out this season, and I say season because it's funny, the season. But I'm trying to figure out this process. And you can't figure it out because at the end of the day, I don't know if the decisions are coming from Howie, which is the GM, or I doubt it's coming from Doug. I don't know if it's coming from the owner. I don't know
you
if the
doubt
owner
it's
said,
coming from Doug? Because Jason Kelce did say, Jason Kelce said that Doug told him to stand by in case anything happens to Hurts. Not, hey, I'm going to let you play. That's why Jason Kelce came out with a 3-page note that he posted on Twitter today. That's why he was trending, stating that no, basically what Doug was saying was all fucking bullshit lie. He didn't say, my plan was to start him, yada, yada, yada. He told them, hey, stand by because of Washington's defense and your O-line, y'all don't protect your quarterback, to stand by in case Jalen gets hurt. That was his decision and his call. And I'm so happy Kelce decided to step up and write that 3-page note. I read it while I was waiting for my 30 days to get done. But I read it.
He wrote a book, Fearless. He wrote the book Fearless. He did. I looked it up. It's called Fearless. And off one Super Bowl win. Okay. And don't get me wrong, he played that game fearless. We're talking about a man that called the Philly special and it worked. We're talking about a man that, in my opinion, beat Belichick at his own game. The trick plays, he didn't back down. Belichick's ego got to him, I feel, but he did it. So you can't come and tell me now that you didn't want to win that game, that you did want to win that game when you took the best chance you had out to win it. So that's my thing on it. I think, in my opinion, he's losing that locker room. Those players, if I was a player, I'm not going to, F that, bro. You're not going to make me believe in you anymore when you took the chance that we had to go out in a winning game, even though we wasn't going to make the playoffs. And that's great. And if you knew that, which he did going into that game, and your take on it was to see, let me see what my backup quarterback could do. Then I'm gonna bring in all the second string players, all the third string players to play that game because you don't have a dog in the fight, and he didn't do that. So, anyways, that's my take on it. Like I said, I feel he let the players down, not and the fans,
and the fans, and someone tweeted, "This is the first time in history where Giants fans and Eagles fans come together."
Now
everyone was rooting for the Eagles to win,
but Joe Judge should never said nothing, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you wanted to make the playoffs, fam, then you should have won the games you need to win to get in the playoffs. I would never have criticized him because you're mad because you didn't make it because he didn't beat the team that you needed to lose to get it. I've never seen that. I've never seen a coach call out another coach because, hey, oh my God, man, you didn't beat them for me. Like I thought we were friends. Like, no, bro, we're not friends. I don't owe you anything, Joe Judge. Like, sit down somewhere. I was an Eagles fan until I started working for the Giants. Come on, guy. Like, no, bro, it doesn't work that way. So,
yeah,
but
I feel you though, 100%. I understand both of y'all points of views. I still believe that the decision was a lot bigger than. I'm telling you right now, there's no freaking way that they're not.
I'm telling you right now, if Mike Tomlin would have made a stupid ass decision like that, I probably would be going in on him.
It's all good. What I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure the decision was a lot bigger than Doug's. I guarantee that the draft picks has something to do with it. There's no way that you don't think.
Oh, what they do? We went from 9 to 6.
I tell you what, though, if
if you look at draft picks, that's a big deal.
If he doesn't get fired,
no, I don't understand if he went from 9 to 4. Yeah, that's a bigger deal than 6. But
well, we got to see who's coming out in the draft anyway, and what order they coming out in. And I will say this: if he doesn't get fired, I think June has a point, because if I'm the owner. And let's be honest, they've made the playoffs consistently. The last 3 or 4 years, they've been in the playoffs. But even longer, I forgot the exact number, but they've been in the playoffs a lot more often than the Giants. Giants last time made the playoffs was 2011. That's when they won the Super Bowl. That's the last time they went. They went one more time and lost. So in like the first round, that's the one time Odell took everybody to Miami, all the receivers, and they came back and just were flat the whole game.
2017 or 2016.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but they were. He was trending too on Twitter after that.
Yeah.
All right. So enough about the Eagles and this thing. So
next year,
Cam and the Pats.
He's gone.
He's gone.
My God.
How many of them trophies you bought, man? See, as a Patriots fan and as a Steelers fan, we would be broke buying trophies every time our team won. There's too many of them to buy.
No, but because because they have their one-hit wonder, he can get as many as because they're just a one-hit wonder, you know.
So
when's the last time you won a Super Bowl? When's the last time the Steelers won a Super Bowl?
2009. Anyway, yeah, I know, but that was our 6-1. You got your first one. But back to what I was saying. I recall at the beginning of the season one day, June told me when he came to the office that the Eagles are the nation's teams. And this is the team that's going to make it to the Super Bowl. This is the team that's going to make it to the playoffs. He said that.
Oh, my God.
Then when their first game, when they lost to Washington football team, their first game, I said, "Oh, I thought this was the nation's team, you know." And he said, you know, the first game, you know, we need the first loss, so that way we can come and bounce back and fight harder. But I guarantee you, we're gonna win our next one. They lost their next one.
Listen,
and
we actually won
their third one. No, you
lost. As a good Christian, I'm not gonna keep picking on his. I'm gonna do it. What would Jesus do? I'm gonna pray for your team and wish you better luck next year. Now let's move on to Cam and the Pats. Okay, he's not coming back. He's gone. I don't think he had a good outing, but in the same time, I'm gonna be fair. The Patriots don't have the pieces there for a person to be successful. You brought Cam in. You can bring Patrick Mahomes in there, and you're still not gonna win as many games as you want to win. That team is not where it needs to be right now. Yes, Belichick had a system. Belichick, Brady, Robert Kraft were a system, the Patriot way. And that system worked until Belichick is a great coach. In my opinion, arguably the greatest one ever. But guess what? He's a businessman. He doesn't get attached to players. Remember when the Cowboys was attached to Tony Romo and everybody was like, man, you should have pulled chalks on Tony Romo a long time ago. But that was Jerry's boy. You know, he can have a horrible season and we're going to stay with him. Belichick doesn't see it that way. Belichick's like, yo, okay, you got me 6 Super Bowl rings. I was trying to get rid of you at 4. And you know what I'm saying? You kept coming back and pulled strings to stay there. You pulled the waiver out and you ended up staying a little longer than you're supposed to. So, yeah, I think Cam is gone. He still wants to play. So he'll be a backup at a team. He still thinks he can play. I think that he probably can play. I just don't think the Patriots was the best choice. I was high on him when he got there as far as giving him a better opportunity to win because he can extend the plays. But as we saw, Cam isn't as fast as he was. His accuracy has still been a problem. It's been a problem forever. And there was games where he showed that spark of greatness, that MVP Cam. There was games where he only had 8 touchdowns. That's like a record or something like that over the history of the football Super Bowl.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm not gonna lie. Your first 3 games before he tested positive for COVID, it looked like a good team.
Yeah, he looked legit.
Really, really good team before he tested positive for COVID, and then after that, it just went downhill. It went downhill.
So tested positive for COVID, and let's throw something else in. Cam didn't play for over a year.
Yeah.
And now you're thrusted back into a team that's required you to be the Cam of old. Your body gets tired. You know, and COVID has a different effect on everybody. Some people have no effects, and some people have lasting effects after the fact. So we don't know what these players that test positive are actually going through. So I'm not going to give them an excuse, but I'm going to say, listen, let's take into consideration that there are some barriers in there and variables that you can throw out to explain why he wasn't playing as great as he should have been playing. But he's not coming back. He's not coming back. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Patriots are I think next year they're gonna be in another building year. I don't think they're gonna do much, but we'll save that for when we talk about things at the end of the entire NFL season after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the last thing that I wanted to talk about.
Tom the Terrific.
Well, Tom Terrific, we know. First off, Chase Young calling him out. How do you guys feel about that before I talk?
I didn't see that.
Oh, he went after they won, after the Eagles gave him the win pretty much and said, here you go to the playoffs. Chase Young is running off the field. He's like, I want Tom Brady. I want Tom Brady. I want Tom.
I think the first thing I thought about was Tom probably won his 2nd Super Bowl when Chase Young was born. That's the first thing that came in my head. Why? I don't know. It's probably true, though.
I'm going to look it up right now. Keep talking.
So, I don't know. I don't like when people do that. Sometimes to me, it just fuels the wrong thing. And I think it's going to fuel the wrong spark. I have a concern, and I don't know how serious it is. And that's with Mike Evans. I don't know how serious that injury is to his knee. However, it doesn't really trigger too much craziness because of who they have in that team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that AB would just step up and take Evans, momentum that they had right there. And that's why I'm not too concerned about it. But I am concerned just because of his body and how he's used.
That's fair. That's fair. Now, Bree, what you got to say? Because I'm gonna go last. I'm ready to go. He was born 99. He was born 99. So Brady has been playing football in the NFL as long as he's been alive. But go ahead.
I was gonna say that's a very, very bold statement of you of him to say. You got to go after the big dogs, and if that's what he wants to do, and if he is confident that can happen, then all power to you. Good luck. That's all I gotta say. And as long as he's confident, like that's like me telling June, like, oh, I want your job. Look, I just passed my LPO board. Now I want to be the RTI. I want your job.
Hey, congrats on passing your
Yeah,
board again.
I was gonna get to that at the
That's
end of it. I was gonna big up at the end, you know.
Oh, okay.
So I will say this, young man, respect.
Yes.
Because you said that. Now, young man, you have to go out there and do it. There's 10 other people on the field with you. And if you just gave up, first off, the Washington football team has the second best rush against the pass in the NFL. The first one is Buffalo. Let's be clear. Best. So you're going to throw, and we all know Brady doesn't like getting hit. He doesn't like being off his mark. He's old now. So the minute he feels somebody's hot breath on his neck, he's going into a fetal position and he's like, I'm not taking the hit. Don't hit me. I respect it. He's 43. I'm 41. I walk up to the flight deck and I'm about to die. Okay. My knees crack.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing feels the same. And I don't even play football. So, but here's what I got to say. Everybody criticizes Brady over the last 3 games. Oh, he beat the Falcons twice and the Lions. His numbers, Shannon Sharp, out of the 40 touchdowns, 30 came to losing teams. Did we ever say that about everybody else that put through 40 or plus more? Or Manning when he broke the record with 55 in Denver? Did we criticize anybody else when they did it? But no, for Brady, you do it. Okay, so we can. I understand that you're a hater. You're Uncle Tom. I get it. Then on top of that, Nick Wright. Oh, you know, Brady, whatever. He's not going to win on Saturday, which I hope he does. I do. I hope Brady wins because it would really suck for him to go out on the first round again. And this time he has all these weapons. There's a lot of pressure there, I think, in my opinion. But nobody talks about how the Falcons took the Chiefs to the wire and almost picked up Mahomes like 3 times. But nobody talks about that, right? Brady beats the Falcons, but nobody talks about how when Mahomes barely beat him, barely. No, we don't talk about that. And that's what I have an issue with. That right there is my issue. We don't criticize we don't criticize Aaron Rodgers when he don't play great. Hell, Russell Wilson ain't looked the same since week 4 or 5, and nobody says anything. Or he just disappeared. So that's my only thing. I don't know. I hope they win. I hope Chase Young has the best game. There's only one defensive lineman or 2 that I've heard say something and stuck to it. Giants in 2007 when they said, we'll hold them to 17 points. And they did. And Brady talked shit and he still lost. Excuse my French. And then when they asked Von Miller in the AFC Championship, Brady gets the ball off in less than 3 seconds. He said, all I need is 1. I'm in the backfield. And he delivered on that promise. Now, Chase Young might be great, but I don't think he's a Von Miller. I don't think he's Strahan in 2007. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's JPP back in the day. So that Washington football team better be ready to play. And Alex Smith is not Eli Manning in those games.
I was happy, though, for Alex Smith.
Yes, I was happy too.
That's it. I was happy for him and oh boy.
Yeah.
And the coach.
So we will talk. We know when we give our predictions, we'll go. I just wanted to get that. So if you want to go into predictions and then we finish up with both new segments, we can go.
Well, I kind of did my segment with
the trending topics.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta do
it.
It.
It went hand in hand.
We got.
So Saturday, January 9th, we have the Colts at Buffalo.
Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo. Yeah.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
You writing your picks down? Okay.
Huh?
We got the Rams at the Seahawks.
I
don't know where to go.
They're in Seattle.
I don't know, but there's no 12th, man. It's just going to be 11. Some people got the Rams picked to win. I don't know who to go with, to be honest. To me, that's a 50-50.
So
I got Seattle, dude. There's no way Seattle's going to lose to a backup. Yeah, the Arizona lost to a backup, but Seattle's not going to lose to a backup.
I got Seattle as well.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks.
Bucks at Washington.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
I'm going Bucks.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Even
Ooh.
if they don't have Devin White on the defense, and they might not have Evans. But you said something earlier. They got enough weapons on offense. AB stepped up, and Evans went out, and their chemistry's there. So if they can protect Brady by maybe running the ball, doing quick screen plays, or bringing both tight ends to block, and they can protect Brady, that Tampa defense is a lot better than the overall defense is better than the Washington's defense.
Dude, I got the Bucks killing Washington, bro.
Browns at Pittsburgh. Where you going?
Really, Steelers.
Where are you going, June? Just say it. I don't need no speech. I don't need no sentence.
Golly, really?
Yeah, really. I don't need no speech. Who are you going for?
Yo, this whole season you haven't given me an opportunity to say anything.
No, I just want a team. Browns or Steelers.
Jesus. And it's in Pittsburgh, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Cleveland Browns,
No.
they don't have 3 coaches and they don't have 2 players, correct? Because of COVID.
Browns or Steelers.
No, I'm just trying to.
Browns or Steelers.
Make
If you know
sure.
the answers to the questions you're asking, so why are you asking them? Browns or Steelers?
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
this is
you're going
tough.
Pittsburgh. You're going Pittsburgh. Okay, the next game
Hey,
is.
hold on, Bree. Hold on.
You're taking too long. Where are we going?
Fine. I'm going Pittsburgh. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Black and yellow. Psych. But I do have. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cleveland pulls this out. I tell you that. I will not be surprised if Cleveland tries to snap because they ain't gonna give a
Ravens.
But hold up.
Ravens
No, but wait, Bree, wait, because I forgot about this. He brought it up. I said, I think we in our chat. I said you don't let the team in like that. That's a very dangerous.
That. Yes, but if Ben calls his plays, it's not gonna happen.
Brianna.
Remember,
mind you, it wasn't only TJ Watt that was out. Basically, our entire defense was out that game.
I know, but sometimes when you give somebody a chance to think they can do something, and you just gave them this, like you gave them, what's the word I'm looking for?
Okay, yeah, they lost to Mason Rudolph in our secondary defense. Congratulations.
Okay.
Hey, was the whole starting lineup playing when Washington beat them?
Yes, they were.
Oh, then that's why I'm thinking about Cleveland Browns in the playoffs. They're just that much more dangerous.
Why is it that when you pick my team to like you're projecting my team to win?
All right.
Okay?
Hey,
no,
I got the Steelers winning.
Can you let me talk? No, can you let me talk because you cut me off.
I thought you didn't want to talk about this.
No, I'm going to defend my team, okay? Because it's something you always do. Every time you pick the Steelers to win, you always go back and talk about, I wouldn't be upset if they lose, yada, yada, yada. Okay, but then don't project them to freaking win. If you wouldn't be surprised. So June has the Browns. So June has the Browns projected to win.
You know what? I got the Browns. Switch me from the Steelers to the Browns.
No, you can stay, okay?
You know what? Let's go. Welcome to the dog pound. Let's go.
And then when the Browns lose, not if, but when the Browns lose, you and the sorry-ass Browns and the sorry-ass Eagles could sit there and cry on your goddamn couches. Sorry for cursing. But boom, you're going for the Browns. Thank you. Okay, so the next
you
game
keep it up,
Sunday,
and I'm going to get the Washington football team on you.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Or was it the Bengals? All right, let me go.
Right. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Who? They gonna touch me? Nah, I'm good. And then also on Sunday we have the Ravens at Tennessee Titans.
That's gonna be a good game.
That's a 50 game.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 game.
I'm gonna go Ravens because the Ravens. I gotta go to the Titans.
Yeah, Titans home.
That's tough. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Titans.
Damn. Hey, and you know, oh boy, I think the Titans are honestly trying to prove a point in the playoffs since they got so close last year and they ain't got to worry about Brady and all them. Um, man, it's tough.
I'm gonna go Titans.
I'm gonna go Titans too. I'm gonna go with Bree. She's smart. I'm gonna go with this.
I'm going Ravens.
You are?
Yep.
Ooh.
I think this time
Chat it
Lamar
up, don't
Jackson proves that he belongs in the NFL. And he's going to go out there and ball out.
Yeah.
Okay, and also Bears at New Orleans.
Saints.
Yeah. I got the Saints. I would like to see them lose, but I got the Saints.
That's it, yo. That tat is going to be going crazy this weekend, okay? I can't say it now because I'm on this. So when we stop recording, I'll tell y'all what I did. But I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy this weekend.
We gotta do the picks for Sal too for the playoffs.
Well, you got to send him who we think going to go to Super Bowl first, right? And then we go. Yeah, I'll look it up later. Yeah. So, June is your segment.
All right. You know, it's time for that segment. You know, your biggest disappointment, just one. We're gonna try to finish off this season with just one, Brie.
Okay,
your biggest
I can do
highlight and your biggest disappointment. And I think we all agree on the biggest disappointment together. I think we do for the first time in the segment.
But Eagles?
Yes.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that was my biggest disappointment.
All right. So what's your biggest highlight? Bree, what is yours?
My biggest highlight is the Giants beating the Cowboys.
That was good.
You could pick the same one if that's what you want, because that was the one that I least expected.
No. My biggest highlight was I don't got one. No, you know what?
Just say the Giants and Cowboys game.
My biggest highlight was Chase Young calling out Tom Brady.
I like. What about you, June?
The biggest highlight is gonna go to the quarterback and the coach of the Washington football team. I think that's pretty dope to end things that way, personally for both of them.
That's good. Yeah, because Rivera was just beat cancer or just finished his cancer treatment, right? Was doing that throughout the season. And you know what? Just give him props. He's doing good on that team. The NFC East has a lot of potential over the next couple of years between Joe Judge, him. If the Eagles get back on track, Cowboys, but there's just a lot of potential there. So, shout out to him and Alex Smith. I hope he doesn't get hurt on Sunday. On Saturday. And look at what the difference between a game shifting to one side or the other makes a difference. If the Saints would have played Saturday, Kamara wouldn't play. And if the Bucks would have played Sunday, Devin White would play. So look at the difference that makes. So,
big difference.
So now the NFL season's over. The new year's here. Bree, what you want to say?
I want to say I hope everyone has a great year. It's only 5 days, 6 days in, and it's already a little chaotic right now. But I hope everyone makes the best out of their year. My birthday's coming up in 2 months and 10 days. So you already know a bad biddy like me is about to get white girl wasted.
Turnt, like they say.
I hope you don't get as wasted as you did at one time.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. No, my plans are there's another girl in my command, one of my homegirls. We have the same exact birthday. So our plan is to get like an Airbnb out in Kissimmee with like our closest girlfriends in a command. She's like a girl named Luckett and then Angie and then my sister probably. And just get an Airbnb and just stay in an Airbnb because of COVID, I keep saying,
It's all good. It's all good. What about June? June, what you got?
Hey, I'm just blessed to be alive. Blessed to be alive. 2021 is starting real crazy, personally, and I mean, you already heard what happened with Dr. Dre. You know, I'm just hoping 2021 just clears up the air, and you know, we go back to normal by the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, 2021's a little crazy so far. You know, it had a death in the family, so it is what it is. COVID's still here, you know. The world is a little crazy right now with everything happening in DC today. So
Oh my goodness.
you know, let's keep praying, keep being hopeful. Let's give people something to listen to, even if it's 5 or 6. I don't care, but at least somebody's listening to us and get distracted. You know, again, thanks for listening to us, taking your time out. Bree, I know you got an appointment with the challenge. Also,
yeah, I'm not live tweeting, but we're not live tweeting tonight. Don't want to take distractions off of what's going on currently. We want to stare it directly in the face. So no live tweet and no distractions, but I will be watching the challenge.
So I want to congratulate Bree because she went and accomplished something that not many people have to do in a regular job in the Navy, but she's not in a regular job in the Navy. She's a recruiter. And she just recently got qualified on Tuesday. She passed her LPO board. So let's give it up for her.
NC2, let's go.
You said she took it right?
He said NC2, let's go.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'll tell you, one of my biggest, I would say, regrets was I didn't convert back in 2006 when I could have, in 2005 and 6. So
I was in 5th grade.
Yeah. When I got LPO qualified, it was like 2004 or 3. So, and then back then it was rank recruiter in charge. But anyways, congratulations. I wish you the best.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without June. He got me ready and prepared. Did a quick little study group on FaceTime.
That's good.
Now you're down on your own.
Hey, listen. Anybody that says they make it in this world on their own, they're liars. So we always have people there. Even if we don't know that they're there. So, all right, well, that wraps up this week's of NFL edition on Frank's Unsolicited Advice. Again, good luck to all the teams out there. Good luck to all the people that have a fight, a dog in the fight. If not, just enjoy the games. Let's enjoy it. With that being said, have a